Everybody, well, I want to share with you about a new addition to the software elements of my life that it seems to be making a difference. This is no commercial. I don't sponsor by anybody or anything. I just like this software. I'm using iPhone 4, and one of my big dilemmas in terms of social networking is that I'm just too busy to keep up. Really the only time I have to really check up on things is when I'm walking to and from work, which is totals about an hour of time every day, and a little bit of time at home, basically. And what I really need is to have a single stream, basically, of my main, social networking sites, the ones that I choose to interact with, which is our Facebook and Twitter. Well, actually, there's three, and there's four. There's four main places where I hang out, which are YouTube, forum, Facebook, and Twitter. But really, the YouTube and the forum, there's no good interface for mobile interface, so I really can't interface much with those areas. So it really comes down to Twitter and Facebook. And I've chosen Twitter all along because it was so easy to use. I could just walk along as I'm doing now, scrolling down the thing and viewing and responding as necessary. And the Facebook interface that was on iPhone was just too bulky. These giant posts that people would make, and I couldn't figure out the messages part from the other part, and I didn't know it was bulky to click the like thing, and the comments it just didn't work well. It wasn't time efficient, which sadly I really need at this point in my life because I've only got this few minutes. So I've bounced back and forth on Twitter between various Twitter applications over the last year, which were basically Twitbird Pro was my favorite. I was used TweetDeck as well. I tried the default Twitter client as well, and a couple of others that people have shared with me. And Twitbird Pro was the one I went with most of the time. I just yesterday decided to give the new TweetDeck version 2.0 a try. I downloaded it, installed it on the iPhone, and I was immediately frustrated. It was a big black screen. I couldn't figure out what to do with this thing. Although I knew it was a powerful application based on the previous version, so I decided to push my way through it. Finally, I had to just go to the TweetDeck support page and read their support documentation to figure it out. And that was the lightning point. That's what opened things up. And I finally figured out how to set it up. And here's what it did. I was able to set it up so that it's very, very powerful and versatile. But the configuration I went with was a single column streaming all three of my Twitter accounts and my Facebook account in a single column. You guys, do you get me how cool that is? And maybe there's other applications that do this, but this is the first time I've encountered that. I click the start button, you click on the TweetDeck button, and it loads almost instantaneously, updates, and I've got a single streaming column for all three Twitter accounts and my Facebook account showing the news feed. And I think I can put the messages in there too if I want to. And it's easy to distinguish between the Twitter and the Facebook stuff. It's very easy to tell the difference. It's super easy to click the like button. It's very, very easy to put a response. And here's what's really the clincher to me. It's easy to update to both portals simultaneously. So you click on the response button or the compose new message button, and then as you're composing, you have the option to click a little button and choose between which of the accounts. In my case, it offers up 4 buttons: the Twitter Softy Papa, YouTube Bullet Train, and Lyle's Brother accounts, and my one Facebook account, and I can choose to send the message out to one, all 4, or any combination that I like. This is really, really powerful, guys. This means that the world of my family on Facebook, which is largely who the people on Facebook, and the world of my adopted family, my friends on Twitter, are at last coming together under one roof. I'll be able to keep in touch with everybody and have an easy way to manage things. Now, the TweetDeck version 2.0 was free. It didn't cost me anything to download or install it, so it seemed like it was a good price. Very powerful software. I really, really like it. I also use TweetDeck on the PC, although it's not nearly as cool. The PC version isn't nearly as cool as this new version 2.0. I'm trying to block it from the wind for iPhone. Really, really good software. I'm going to go ahead and post down below the link to the TweetDeck support page that helped me get things set up. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. I think this is revolutionary, that the way that they've managed to bring those things together, at least in my little world. And don't forget, Mick and Fumi's on Twitter now. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Big truck. Trash truck. Okay, now listen to music. Bye-bye.